We have a question from Luis. I just got rid of COVID-19. Huh, good for you. I'm happy to hear that. Before it, I used to have a pretty decent conditioning. I used to lift 5 to 6 days a week and used to train grappling 5 days a week. But I just tried to exercise a bit for the first time after COVID. I was out for just 2 weeks. And after a push ups workout, around 350 push ups in total, I've been extremely sore for days. Luis, no matter what you do, skipping 2 weeks and then jumping into 350 is going to make you sore. But I digress. And the aerobics workout I normally do with ease right now leaves me without breath after just a couple of minutes. My question is, what do you think is the best way to go back on track? Well, I was just with my nephew, and he got a good case of COVID himself, and it's I would say months later, and he's still struggling. It seems that COVID seems to kind of pick and choose who gets hit hard or easy. Um, I just got to tell you, Luis, this is going to be something you have to talk to your doctor. I know this with my nephew. He's struggling. He's still struggling months later. Um, we had a really interesting discussion about blood types. Um, I'm an O, and I guess the O blood type doesn't get as hard as other blood types. And there's actually a little. They were going through this little list. I don't remember which one was the worst, but maybe B positive or something like that. It doesn't matter. But it just seems to be a lot more random. I would think of it more, instead of like you had the flu for 2 weeks, think more like you had pneumonia for 2 weeks. That might actually help you. And realize that if you thought you could come back in a week, mentally think, okay, um, it's the Star Wars, Star Trek Wrath of Khan thing. If typically it would take hours, think days. Typically, if it would take days, think weeks. I would give yourself a lot more time. Uh, the fact that you're trying to get out there and do it, is very honorable. Um, I don't want to give you any medical advice, but I would give yourself a break. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. Get back in as you can. Maybe think, hey, you know what? In the summer of 2021, I'll be back. And even then, just really give yourself some time, to let this come around. A lot more time than you think. I discovered especially with some of my more major surgeries, when I gave myself a break emotionally, I tended to recover and heal much faster when I wasn't trying to, constantly, poke the bear. You ready to go? You ready to go? I hope that helps.